I don't know how this happened, but I got another big stack of Blu-rays and DVDs. I do know how it happened. I bought them. Yeah, I bought them. Mostly horror stuff, but some other stuff. Let me start out with the Steelbook that I picked up. It's right here, handy. I went ahead and bought. I haven't seen the movie. I was going to take my boys to it. We decided we get the Blu-ray instead, which I'm always happy when they make that choice. It costs me a lot less money. I have it to collect. But that is the Avengers: Age of Ultron Steelbook, embossed here a little bit. I guess that's the right term for metal. And then on the back, not embossed, but pretty cool looking picture of Ultron, who I think looks pretty good. I mean, the scenes I've seen from this look pretty decent. I didn't use the code yet, so I'll take it out of there. But it's a pretty neat back. We've got all the Avengers in here. Pop these out of here and show you that too. I like this book. I got it for the same price as I would have gotten the regular one for. It was $19.99, I think. So I like that. I'm going to probably sell I don't have a 3D player, and I don't really have any intentions of getting one, so I'm probably going to sell the 3D disc. Just keep the Blu-ray disc. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Anyway, Age of Ultron. Like it. I think I like the movie too, from what I've heard. Actually, I shouldn't say this, but I did actually see the movie. But I didn't see it in the theater, and it's a long story. But I bought it, so there. The fact that I watched it on some sort of a cheap, probably handheld camera thing, I don't feel I got the true movie, although I did watch it. So, and I do like it. All right, onward. I just reviewed this one for my 31 Days of Horror, but just came yesterday, I guess it was. Christine. Yeah, I watched it this morning. Christine rewatched it. I watched it many times, but I wanted to see the Blu-ray, and I really like it. I've got to go back and look at some of the extras now. So, and another one I just picked up recently. In fact, I also did this in my 31 Days of Horror. Is and if you're not watching my 31 Days of Horror, if you like horror movies, it might be good to watch. I've got a different viewpoint probably than diehard horror fans. Maybe not, but in some cases I probably do. So anyway, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Storm of the Century, Stephen King. Really enjoyed this movie. It's a miniseries based on a screenplay by Stephen King that he sold to. He tried to sell it to I don't know how many different networks, and nobody wanted it. And finally, I think it was ABC ran it. And as Stephen King says in the commentary, he was amazed that they didn't cut anything out. Toward the end, there was a scene that normally on network television might not be shown. It's not necessarily it's not a bloody scene. It's not a sex scene, but just the concept of what took place toward the end in the town hall with these citizens and this evil creature that shows up in their town was not one that network television would normally go for. So Stephen King says in the commentary he was amazed and surprised that they didn't mess with the screenplay. So he was very happy. And thinks it's one of the better adaptations, by the way, of any of his works, because it was a screenplay and they pretty much did it. Anyway. What's next? Okay, another DVD. Big fan of this show. I've got all the seasons up till now. Got it for a good price. It's going for like $40 everywhere, but I got it for less than half that. So I haven't opened it yet. But Castle, season 7. Yeah, I'm in love with her, but don't tell anybody. And I've always liked Nathan Fillion from everything he's ever done, basically. But certainly from the movie Serenity and Firefly, the TV show. Really liked him in that. And they give a nod to Firefly once in a while. And she's just gorgeous, and really like the two of them together as a couple. Out here, there's the back. If you're not watching Castle, it's a detective show. He's a writer, and he writes mystery type detective stories, and he gets the nod from the mayor, who's a friend of his, plays poker with him, to follow her, shadow her in the first season, and be able to write about it. And he's amazingly pretty good at helping solve things, because he's got a mind for that type of thing, why a killer would do what he did, and he's actually very helpful. He becomes a pretty decent cop on his own. So that's Castle. And of course they have a relationship and so on and so forth. So it's a good show. I like it quite a bit. More of the classic horror vein. I didn't even open this yet, did I? No. I'll take the price sticker off because I didn't pay this. I didn't pay what these stickers show. FYE always has great sales, and they happen to have one that was a buy one. I guess I'll leave it out. Buy one get one 50% off. So I don't remember if this is probably the 50% off one that I got. And I know the price. I want to take the price off because it's probably more than I should have paid, but I wanted it, and so whatever. It's worth it to me what I paid, even though I get the DVD for probably not much more, or the Blu-ray for not much more. I got it on DVD, and that is Reanimator. I haven't seen this in a while. I remember watching it years ago. I want to say in the theater. It came out in about the mid-'80s. Yeah, I think I saw it in the theater. Maybe a drive-in even. But I do remember seeing. I remember the scene with his sort of colleague there with the headless colleague. I remember that scene in particular. But of course, Jeffrey Combs was made to play this role of Herbert West. In the university, in the morgue, he trying to find ways to reanimate flesh. Yeah, trying to come up with the secret of life and death. It's all about life and death. Reanimator. Good stuff. This one was a total blind buy. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Except for, I think I might have paid full price for Reanimator and got this one for half price. Plus my 10%. I haven't even opened it yet, but I will. It's called One Missed Call. It's a, and I do love the Korean. I think this is Korean. I think it's Korean. Wouldn't swear to it though. It might be Vietnamese. The print is so freaking small in the back I couldn't tell you. But I believe it's in English. It's supposed to be in English. English and Japanese. It might be Japanese instead of Korean. I was intrigued by the cover. It's the trilogy, so it's all 3 films. Had quite a few extras on it, and then it was only like 2 something, so I went ahead and bought it. It's heavy, so I'm going to guess that there's 3 discs in here, 3 DVDs in here, possibly a book. Don't know. I'm going to open it right now, just to see. My curiosity, now that I'm making the video, has gotten the better of me, because I like to be able to tell you more than I can tell you when it's shrink wrapped. I probably should just, take the shrink wrap off of all these before I start. But a lot of times I don't even take the shrink wrap off until I'm ready to watch the movie, unless I think there's a lot of goodies inside. And there, wow. Okay, what am I looking at here? DVD. Here's One Missed Call. Okay, for some reason there's 2 DVDs. Disc 1 and disc 2 for One Missed Call. I don't know why, but it's cool looking. So there's 2 DVDs for One Missed Call. There's 2 DVDs for One Missed Call 2 and 2 DVDs for One Missed Call 3. I don't know why, but for $2 and some odd cents for 6 discs, I suppose that's good. I have no idea why they're that long of movies. I don't know. Well, in total they're 325 minutes, so yeah, that's pretty long. 2 hours or so each. Special features include an anamorphic widescreen presentation, the making of documentaries, cast and crew interviews, original theatrical trailers, TV spots, and more. Horror can look where you least expect it. Now imagine if something as common as your cell phone could facilitate your own death. Okay? When a group of teens see a One Missed Call display on their cell phone, the message they receive is of their own violent demise. Then shortly thereafter, they die for real. Directed by Takashi Miike, One Missed Call is one brutal, frightening shocker that is not to be missed. A chilling series in the style of The Ring and The Grudge. All right. Well, it doesn't sound bad. There you have it. Message on my phone. Just checking it out, see what it says. Apparently it's an email. Right, so that's that. Any other DVDs I picked up, or are all the rest Blu-rays? I guess all the rest are Blu-rays. So no, I got a couple more DVDs. Hold on, let me throw those out here too. I've been kind of in a Stephen King mood, I guess. And so I picked up quite a few Stephen King things. This one is, I don't know this one. That's unusual. It's called Riding the Bullet. Riding the Bullet. Sounds interesting. It says, The Dead Travel Fast. It's a full-length theatrical version. I don't know how long that is. Pretty long, probably. It's rated R. DVD bonus features a 16.9 widescreen, 5.1 Dolby Digital, director, cast, and crew commentary, Shooting the Bullet, a mini featurette gallery, The Art of Riding the Bullet, storyboard to film comparisons, trailer, English and Spanish subtitles, and the plot is Alan embarks on a 100-mile hitchhike to see his mother in the hospital. Along the way, he must confront his many demons, both living and dead, and in the end, make the ultimate choice that will mean life or death for him and his mother. Interesting. Toby Hooper of Texas Chainsaw Massacre fame says, scary, haunting, and surprisingly emotional. I look forward to watching this. It's a film by Mick Garris. And Stephen King says, the best of the independent films made from my work since Stand By Me. All right, then. Looks pretty cool. I think I'll look forward to that. Well, I look forward to it. I think I'll like it. This one was a total blind buy. No idea what this is about. The cover got me. I got it, like I said, it was $3.99, half price of that probably. So it's called Believers. I don't know. Have you seen it? I have no idea. It looked interesting. It says winner, best feature, and best actor from the Solstice Film Festival, whatever that is. It says, do not intervene, do not try to stop them. Members of the mysterious, that's why I like this. Why I like this one. I read the book. Members of the mysterious Quanta group are hours away from fulfilling their destiny. They will leave the Earth, abandoning it before the purging fire to come. There's a sudden snag in their plan. Two paramedics enter the group's remote compound. Outsiders who could disrupt the secretive cult of the bizarre commands of their leader called the Teacher. From Raw Feed comes a suspended plunge into what could be a suspenseful plunge, not a suspended plunge, a suspenseful plunge into what could be a countdown to eternity. An eerie tale written and directed by Daniel Myrick, who also did the Blair Witch Project. Is Quanta's fanatical plan the beginning of the end or the start of a new beginning? Watch, decide, believe if you must, resist if you dare. And the special features a commentary by the director and the writer, Julie Fair. Extended Lina Vance show interview. I'm not sure what that is. Introduction to the facility. Hidden camera video of monologues by the Teacher. Hidden glasses camera video of, I think it says Low, I-O maybe. Explaining the formula. Forensic video of crime scene aftermath and the trailer. So, don't know. Don't know. Sounds interesting. No, my normal mode is, by the way, when I go out to shop for something, if it doesn't have extras on it, I'm really not inclined to buy it most of the time. This one had quite a few extras. The plot sounded good to me. I like the cover. Hence, I give it a try. Where am I? Now these rest are all Blu-rays. It's all buy one, get one free, or get one for 50% off, so this is just dying to come off here. This is ripping already. Yeah, I've heard of this one, but I don't know. It says the best American horror film of the last 20 years, says Stephen King. So, again, it's a Stephen King themed deal here, I suppose. Just get the plastic off this, because like I said, it's ready to rip off anyway. So I might as well just take it off and be done with it. Okay. Oh, it's not the. It's actually the Blu-ray case itself is doing what I thought it was the. I thought it was the plastic, but it's actually the Blu-ray case itself is doing that. I'll have to do something with that. Let Me In, it's called. Special features. Oh, yes. Special features. Audio commentary with the director. From the inside, a look at the making of Let Me In, the art and special effects, a car chase sequence, a step-by-step dissecting Let Me In, deleted scenes, trailer gallery, poster gallery. Yeah, this is a vampire movie, is it not? Owen forms a unique bond with a mysterious new neighbor, Abby, who moves from town to town with a man who appears to be her father. Yeah. Trapped in the mind and body of a child, however, Abby is forced to hide a horrific secret of bloodthirsty survival. But in a world of both tenderness and terror, how can you invite in the one friend who may unleash the ultimate nightmare? Interesting. It claims to have a digital copy with it. I don't know how that's going to work. Digital copy, internet required to transfer movie. It's an iTunes deal. It probably had some sort of a code with it at one point that's not here. But that's not why I bought it. And there's the disc. It's kind of cool. Digital copy as well. Not that I need that. And I'll have to replace this case, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that was Let Me In. First of the Blu-rays. Next, Total Blind Buy. $3.99 Blu-ray. I like the cover. It says it's the scariest movie of the year. It's called Pulse. It's an unrated version. Have you heard of it? I haven't. The year's most original horror film, Pulse, takes fear into a new territory. The very tools we trust to get us through the day. When the dead discover it means to contact the living through electronic devices, cell phones and computers become open gateways to monstrosities and destruction. Starring Christian Bell. Oh, that's why I like this. Starring Christian Bell from Veronica Mars. I like her. And Christina Milian from Love Don't Cost a Thing. Pulse is loaded with terrifying thrills and gruesome special effects and capped with an astonishing surprise ending. Well, you ruined my ending now. Thank you for that. A lot of extras on this, too. Feature commentary with the director and the special effects person. Another feature commentary with the producers. Creating the fear, making Pulse, the visual effects of Pulse and the paranormal. Deleted alternate scenes and a theatrical trailer. Yeah, I like the fact that had Kristen Bell in it. I figured, she's not normally in bad stuff, so I'm thinking it'll be all right. Whatever the price is, $3.99 for a Blu-ray, I tend to think it might not be good. But horror is kind of a funny genre in that it could be a decent horror movie, but unless it's really famous, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Friday the 13th or Halloween or something like that, it generally doesn't hold the price. So $3.99 doesn't mean it's bad. It just means a lot of people aren't buying it. And horror is despite all the many horror fans that are probably watching 31 Days of October for different horror movies and maybe tune in for something where you're unboxing a bunch of horror movies. By and large, the general public is not a horror-crazed society. In fact, people like my wife won't watch horror at all, even if it's a little scary. She just does not want to be scared. Whereas I tend to not get scared much anymore. When I was a kid, I did, but I don't know. I mean, there's scary stuff out there, don't get me wrong. It's just in the real world, but movies generally don't do it for me, with some exceptions. I'm not going to say I never, ever get scared. I do. I'm subject to the jump scares. I mean, if someone jumps out of a closet, I'm going to jump. That's just what happens. There's a disc on that one. Plain Jane, but yet it matches the cover, so it looked pretty good. Pulse. This one. Why did I buy this? Oh, I know why I bought this one. I bought this for one reason and one reason alone. It's The Grudge. I referenced that in the other movie that I was mentioning. And they mentioned The Ring here. I bought it for Sarah Michelle Gellar, who I've always enjoyed from the time she was on Buffy or anything else she's been in. Had some special features, including filmmaker and cast commentaries, deleted scenes with optional commentary, some featurettes, and then some short films. So Sarah Michelle Gellar, TV's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Stars as an American nurse who has come to work in Tokyo. Love it. Love stuff in other countries like this. Following a series of horrifying and mysterious deaths, she encounters the vengeful supernatural spirit that possesses its victims, claims their souls, then passes its curse to another person in a spreading chain of horror. Now she must find a way to break this supernatural spell or become the next victim of an ancient evil that never dies but forever lives to kill. Nice. From filmmaker Sam Raimi, Spider-Man, Army of Darkness, and acclaimed Japanese director Takashi Shimizu comes a terrifying tale of horror in the tradition of The Ring and 28 Days Later. So, that doesn't sound bad to me. Have you seen The Grudge? Is it any good? Am I going to be disappointed? Am I going to like Sarah Michelle Gellar in it? I usually do, so my guess is I will. But I don't know. Maybe I won't. I'm going to open it now. Like I said, I should have opened a lot of these, but it doesn't take too awfully long to open them. As long as I'm doing this. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. It matches the, the Blu-ray matches the cover there with the eye and the hair over the eye. And then, yeah, there's actually some artwork behind that. Woo-hoo. And this make-believe Sony thing they put in a lot of these. Yeah, I don't care for that. There's some more artwork here. Pretty cool. So, The Grudge. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Like I said, most of these were cheap. $3.99 something. This is one that Sam Faligar mentioned to me, I think. Pretty sure. This was an easy one to open too. It's in one of these bags. Sometimes they put them in bags, sometimes they shrink wrap them. I prefer the bags. It's a lot easier to get them out. This is from the director of The Descent. Yeah. Yeah, this sounded really interesting to me when Sam described it. I think it was in his top 50 horrors. Not many special features. Special features 5.1 surround sound is a special feature. And Spanish subtitles and some previews. So this is one that I broke my rule, but it was only $3.99. So Dog Soldiers. I broke my rule about these special extra stuff that I normally want to see on these. Because the movie sounded really good. A band of soldiers is dispatched to war games deep in the woods. When they stumble across a rival team slaughtered in their camp, they realize they're not alone. Something deadly is waiting in the darkness. Something not animal and not human. Holed up in an abandoned farmhouse, the soldiers start a bloody battle against the beasts. Dawn is only a few hours away, but they may not live to see it. So, Dog Soldiers. Said it's in the tradition of Predator and American Werewolf in London. So, it's two different traditions here. I don't see those two as being in any way comparable. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong there. Been wrong before. That's my wife, she'll tell you. I'm gathering up some trash here, so getting it all together here. And I'll probably cut this out of the video unless I get too lazy. And I'll just put it up there and, 30 seconds of me gathering up all this trash. Well, you'll just have to live with that for now. It won't be the worst thing you've seen, probably, in your life. But it's also probably not the most exciting. But what can I do? All right, there we go. Next. Another one that, what I liked about this one is has Jessica Chastain in it. And I've yet to see anything that Jessica Chastain is in that I didn't like. So this might be the first one. I think I've heard of this. There's a lot of these movies that I hear the title and I'm going, I think I know that movie. Or I think I've heard of that movie. Seems like it's one that when it came out, I remember thinking, that sounded pretty good, or maybe I might like that one. This is Guillermo del Toro. So I usually like him too. And some extras on this as well. And that's Mama. Yeah, Mama. On the back, it's San Francisco Chronicle says, Mama gets under your skin and into your head. 5 years ago, sisters Victoria and Lily vanished from their suburban neighborhood without a trace. Since then, their uncle Lucas and his girlfriend, Jessica Chastain, have been madly searching for them. But when incredibly the kids are found alive in a decrepit cabin, the couple wonders if the girls are the only guests they have welcomed into their home. Interesting. And interesting disc. And why does it have that on it? What's this all about? Interesting. Okay. I've seen that once before. This. Usually that means to me it was a rental or something. So they put this thing on here so people couldn't swipe it, I guess. It's got like a digital thing on it to stop you from stealing it, but there's not a mark on the disc, so I don't know. A rental would usually be all screwed up. It doesn't look like a rental. Don't know. Mama. Sounds interesting. Well, the next one I know and have seen, and I think probably most horror fans have seen it. You know, I was usually only a fan, I think the first one. I'm trying to remember how many of the other ones I've seen. But I like the look of this disc. And I like the actors and the actor and actresses in this. And it had a ton of special features. And it supposedly has the Blu-ray in here too. Does it? It does. It has the Blu-ray and the this is the 20th anniversary birthday edition. Well, happy birthday, Chucky. Yeah, that's right. It's Child's Play. This is the 20th anniversary, the birthday edition for Chucky. I don't know how old he is. Well, I guess he's 20. By how time flies. Yeah, it stars Chris Sarandon and Catherine Hicks, who I've always liked. Catherine Hicks was in one of the Star Trek movies, Voyage Home, I think. And she's been in other stuff too, but I've always liked her. Yeah. Well, we know Chucky, don't we? We don't have to talk about the plot of Chucky. The doll that comes to life is possessed. Really cool art, though. A really cool cover on it. I mean, I really like that. A lot of special features, audio commentary with Catherine Hicks and Charlie, Chucky designer, I should say, along with the director. Then another commentary with the producer and screenwriter. Some specific Chucky commentary, or scene-specific Chucky commentary. That might be interesting. Evil comes to in small packages. The featurettes: The Birth of Chucky, Creating the Horror, and Unleashed. Chucky Building a Nightmare featurette, a Monster Convention featurette, Introducing Chucky, The Making of Child's Play Vintage featurette, original theatrical. This is a bunch of stuff on this. It's rated R. You know Child's Play. I just thought the cover was really neat looking, so I bought it. It's like $6. Let's see. I think I just recently did this one. I watched this one recently. The Last House on the Left. You know, I prefer the more modern version, but there's nothing wrong with this version. This is the Wes Craven version. And let's face it, Wes Craven, great director. Love him. The tons of featurettes on this, including commentary by Wes Craven. There's just some stuff on this that I just don't get. Like The Police. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the review. You can watch my 31 Days of Horror to see the review. But like the cover. Liked the movie. Wes Craven's first. I thought it was pretty good. This one, this never got good reviews, but I remember liking this when I saw it. It had a ton of extras and it was cheap. So I picked it up. It's another one that, like I said, a lot of people maybe didn't care for this. I always thought it was good. And it had Sam Neill in it, and Lawrence Fishburne, who I always enjoyed both of them as actors. So it was kind of plain inside with the Sony little thing here, which I don't care about. Throw that out. And plain disc, but it's Event Horizon. Yeah, if you haven't seen, it's one of these movies that a lot of people haven't seen because it didn't get good reviews, I don't think. At least I don't recall it getting good reviews. So it says, its name, Event Horizon. The high-tech pioneering research spacecraft mysteriously vanished without a trace on its maiden voyage 7 years ago. But a weak, persistent signal from the long-missing craft prompts a rescue team headed by the intrepid Captain Miller, Lawrence Fishburne, to wing its way. I've got a really bad cold, so excuse me, or allergies or something. To wing its way through the galaxy on a bold rescue mission. Accompanying Miller is an elite crew and the lost ship's designer, Sam Neill. What they cover is interstellar horror. Back to electrify and terrify is Event Horizon, featuring stunning special features, We did a 5-part documentary on the making of this unforgettable but not well-reviewed motion picture. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, very, very cool. All right. So, I got my trash collected. I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. Did I? You know what? I don't recall. Oh, no. It's not it. I got a couple more Blu-rays here that I just see here. One more that just arrived today, so I know I didn't show that one before. Then another one I'm not sure about, but I'm going to show it just in case. I don't really recall whether I showed it already or not. This one I've already taken the plastic off, so it's from Arrow. I waited forever for this. I mean, they mailed it like, I don't know how long, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it just showed up. But it sounded good. I've not seen this one. I like the premise. It's kind of alien mixed with some other stuff, I suppose. And that is Contamination. I saw some people do reviews on this, and it sounded like something I'd really like. No slipcase with it, but that's okay. None of my Arrows have slipcases now anyway, so it would look almost out of place with a slipcase. A cargo ship drifts into New York Harbor, its crew all dead, their bodies horribly mutilated, turned inside out by an unknown force. That's cool. Its freight boxes upon boxes of glowing, pulsating green eggs. It soon becomes clear that these eggs are not of this planet, and someone intends to cultivate them here on Earth. But who, and to what end? Well, I can only imagine that. Here's the disc. You get the Blu-ray, and you get the DVD. So there's the Blu-ray right there. Sure looks like that has an eye, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like it has an eye on the cover, too. There's that. This one also has the, reversible artwork on it, as all the Arrows do, I think, and I think all the Scream Factories do. I don't know which one I like better. I like this one too. This one's got a screaming dude and all these pod things at the bottom here. I think I'll go with the commissioned artwork though. I usually stick with the commissioned artwork. And it comes with a book, as the Arrow videos usually do, and a card, Massacre Gun. I think I've already got that one. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. That's cool. Got some artwork here. It's pretty neat looking. And then, of course, it talks about the movie also. There's some text in here. 35 years of contamination. There's a big eye there. And there's... Yeah, I don't know anything about this movie. Something's going to hatch maybe out of these pods. Maybe the pods are eggs from a bigger creature. I have no freaking clue. But I do know that it sounded interesting, and it's got a crap load of special features. So, I mean, I can't even... It's all these. I can't even begin to read all these. Question and answers. English subtitles. Brand new audio commentaries. Yeah. Graphic novel based on the... what's this graphic novel? Based on the original... screenplay. Oh, it's a disc gallery of the graphic novel. Yeah, lots of stuff on it. So that's that. And the one thing I don't remember if I said anything about this one. So let me. I don't know if I did or not. Furious 7. Recently picked that up. It's the Steelbook. Yeah, I have the thing with the tire. It had 6 in it. It had room for the 7, so that's probably going to go in there. And the Steelbook will be a display item. And my favorite television show currently, I think. Pretty sure, anyway. Very excited to see the next season. This is the 4th season. It's got its fair share of extras, which is really the reason to own it. And I'll want to watch it again someday, I'm sure. It says it's the most epic, ambitious show on television. I would agree with that. And it's Game of Thrones, season 4. A little embossing there. On the wings. Big fan of the original artwork. I know people like some of the fancier stuff, the limited editions that people covet. I have not been one of those. I really like this cover, and this season in a lot of ways featured on the Crow group there, so quite appropriate to have a crow on the cover. And I won't, if you're not watching Game of Thrones, but you plan on, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'll just say it's a great television series. It's produced exceptionally well. The locations are gorgeous. The women are gorgeous. I suppose the men are handsome if you're a woman watching it. But really, it provides some great acting. Aside from the look of some of these actors, they're just really good actors and actresses, and really enjoy them a lot. So that's the cover. There's the spine, and there's the back. Maybe there are some of the cast. This is one of these shows that who the hell knows who's going to live from show to show. Sometimes you think that the main character is this guy. He's going to be the guy that's going to put together all these thrones again, as they once were. He's going to dethrone the evil king, you know, and stop the evil queen. And then he gets killed. And then you've got another person you think, all right, this is going to be the one. This guy's mounting an army. He's going to charge the castle. Look, he's got all these followers, and then he gets killed. So you just don't know what's going to happen in this show. I would recommend it to anybody who enjoys a good epic adventure. There's a little magic thrown in. There's some spooky dudes thrown in. There's dragons. And there's some heroic people too. Not a lot, but there's some. There's more people who may do heroic things but are not that great at people. But I really love Game of Thrones. That's it. That's a big haul there, isn't it? Holy shit. Quite a few things I got recently. Anyway, I'm going to close it up. 36 minutes. Holy moly. All right. There's a lot there, though. And hopefully you'll find something you like. And that's it, guys. Until the next time. See ya.